Father, I would like to ask you to cover me with the blood of Jesus, Lord. That I do this video for information purposes only, Lord. Every demon in this video watching me, take it away from me and return it to sender. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Amen. Welcome back to our channel, everybody. To all my new subscribers, welcome. I love it. Today, guys, we have a lot to discuss. But before we do, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and join the fam. Today, we are going to unpack the rise of spiritual witch doctors, celebrity witch doctors, of it being in the church. I even see a lot of Christian channels and talk about this topic as well. It didn't scare me, but I was like, is it really? Started looking at my own church. I'm joking. Today's goal is to bring awareness to the commercialization of whole spirituality capitalism. Is it healing? Is it scamming? What I also would like to do is spark a thought-provoking conversation here. So who are we going to talk about today, guys? Today we are going to talk about a lady called Satin Says. When I heard the name and I seen her on the Tasha K show a year ago, I was like, listen, this sounds like Satan to me. Should I even watch this? But as I am a curious human being, and you have to stay up to date with things that are going on in the world. You can't believe in God, don't believe in other spirit. So I was like, no, tap in. This girl has a brand. It's a skin and hair care brand to achieve the desires women have. So from sexual desires to money to spiritual cleansing, desire for, certain successes. That's what she provides in her hair and skincare. I saw her on the Tasha K show and I was like, let me put my ear, because you know how we are. What does she do? Who does she help, guys? I wanted to hear it all.
So basically, people come to me if they want work on anything. So it could be money, it can be love, it can be a lawsuit payout, a settlement, whatever the case may be.
So give me an example. Like how would somebody reach out to you? First of all, how would they even come to know you?
Usually word of mouth.
Okay.
Or maybe my Instagram, my TikTok. They'll find me on social media. And so they'll go on my page, they'll email us or, DM me and say, oh, my husband's cheating and I want to hex him and hex, the bitch that he cheating with. And then we go from there.
And this is the funny thing to me, because while she explains what she did in this interview, which is almost a year ago, it felt like she did a rebranding. Because when she came to Tasha K a couple of weeks ago, she claimed the following.
So I do this thing called return to sender. I think return to sender is better than hexing somebody. So when somebody does harm to you, they violated you, whatever the case may be, when you do a return to sender, you're sending whatever negative energy they sent to you back to them without it affecting you. The problem with doing hexes, when people are doing hexes on people, is unless you know what you're doing. Now, there's some people, if you're a high priestess like me and you know what you're doing, it's not going to come back on you. But if you don't know what you're doing and you dibble and dabbling, it can come back on you. Or if you're going against somebody that's heavily protected. And
so you're a good witch or a bad witch?
I'm a good witch, but I get asked this all the time. Like, why do you think I don't do hexes?
So there's a such thing as a good witch and a bad witch. Is what
there's good people and bad people in life.
True.
So of course. So there's people that utilize witchcraft, conjure to harm people. There's people that utilize it to protect themselves and protect people. That's what I do. Because honestly, I have not done hexes for other people, like people that come to me. And people ask me all the time, oh my God, how many emails did we get? People ask me to do hexes all the time. I'm like, that's not me, babe. I don't do that. I don't know who told you I did that, but I don't. And so they're like, well, what can I do? I'll do a protection. I can do an exorcism. I can do an unhex, but I'm not doing anybody's hexes. No, I'm not doing it.
You see, she claims I do no hexes. So it feels like a rebranding to me. That's not what she claimed in the first interview. Girl.
So what did you do?
I did a little hex.
In the first interview, people were also up in arms because she said the following about Beyonce.
Should I be scared?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Because, they tell me Beyonce's a witch and shit like that, that we should be scared. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She's an Ifa. So when she wears her yellow, that's Oshun.
Oh.
Riches and beauty and love and all of that, which I can see why she's connected to Oshun. But yeah, so it's another kind of tradition.
Okay.
Like a lot of people would think it's voodoo, but it's really Ifa. So it's like a lifestyle as opposed to religion.
But you know how people always they hear one thing, they don't listen to the whole thing. You know how people are. So people were like, she called Beyonce a demon, like she is possessed and she is... That's not what she said. So you already know me, guys. In that second interview, I put my ear. I was like, let me see what she claimed. I'm a good listener. I know exactly what she claimed the first time. I'm like, girl, are you going to tell the truth? Because you already lied about this hexing thing.
So Beyonce's a witch.
Well, a lot of people are witches and don't know it.
I'm looking at the camera like, y'all hear this? Like,
yeah, and I actually want to talk about that because there were so many people that made videos of our last interview, and they like twisted my words and said that I said that Beyonce was into devil worship or that she was a demon. And I don't even think I said the word demon.
You saying
I
that.
did not. I did not at all. But they were like, oh, she said she's crowned Oshun. I'm like, Oshun is a beautiful deity. Like, where did you get Oshun being demonic or that Beyonce is demonic because of that? Like, what? Beyonce is amazing. Her energy is really high too. It's just that people don't understand orishas. They don't understand root work. They don't understand witchcraft. So what do? They make it devil worship and demonize it. You know what I mean? There's nothing devil worship about what Beyonce does. At least with the orishas. With what she's doing with when she dresses like that and you know she gives offerings and things like that. That is beautiful actually.
So I was like, okay, that is more or less the same. Now, Tasha K also asked her an interesting question. How did you get this gift?
When you're initiated, you're kind of like sworn to secrecy. Kind of like that high society that everybody talks about.
The Illuminati? Yeah.
Yes, you're sworn to secrecy. You cannot tell people what you went through initiation to get these secrets for. Like, it doesn't make sense. Anybody could really get into witchcraft, but not everybody's called to be a root worker. Like, this is something that you're like, born into. For me, it was my family. Like, my great-grandmother, her mother, like, this is just a bloodline. So I always had the power. It was up to me to decide, is this what I want to do or not want to do?
Okay.
Then Tasha K also asked her, but when people go to the church and then they have a problem, shouldn't they go to God instead of going to a witch doctor? And funny enough, this is what she said, guys.
Pastors, pastor-wise, come to me all the time.
Not the they supposed to be going to God.
They be fucking on half the congregation. Yes. Yes. One of my clients, she caught like chlamydia, herpes, a couple things from pastor. Yeah. She first lady.
Her husband.
Her husband. And he fucking on everybody in the congregation.
So what's she?
Pregnant.
Got somebody pregnant. So what did you do?
I did a little hex. So basically she wanted to stay with her husband, so I couldn't hex him. Because if I hexed him, it's gonna hex her. There's no whoever's around.
So you mean tell me she got 3 STDs?
Yes, and she's staying with him.
And she's staying?
Absolutely. I don't.
Do I know this, Pastor?
Well, I don't get into specifics all the time.
Okay, I got you.
I just deal with my client.
Okay. So they pay for a great deal of confidentiality, I take it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't deal with none of that. I just do what they ask me to do, but I let them know if you want to hex your husband, you're going to hex yourself. So whatever happens, that shit's going to touch you. So she didn't want that. So she wanted me to hex her to get her out of the situation. And that's what I did.
So where's this side bitch now? Or where's the congregation that he was fucking on? Where are they?
They're still there. They're still there. They don't care. This is the thing about like religion. It's so funny because they'll be fully aware.
Now to me, I'm telling you, this was no surprise. Because, you know, in one of my previous videos where I kind of exposed pastors and the whole church hurt rising up in all churches around the world and secrets that are being kept. If you didn't watch the video, go and watch. Do you still remember what Diedrich Haddon said about the same thing?
There's a whole lot of stuff that goes on in our industry, and we're sworn to secrecy because we got to live. We got to, you know, it's a code. We spreading the gospel. We're doing a lot of stuff. We're human. We they're sleeping with each other's wives. We're doing all kind of stuff. You can easily mask what you're doing by saying Jesus, Jesus, and not have integrity and character behind closed doors.
Correct.
So it makes it easy for you to do a whole lot of dirt. So it's more dirt in that community than it is in the secular community. And I don't want people to don't come down on me about that. I'm just telling you the truth. I've lived it. I'm an authority in this. I've been here for 30 years, so I can tell the truth.
Now, he didn't say anything about witchcraft, which I can pull up a million videos of Christians talking about this whole witchcraft thing in the church and how to look out for it. But that's a video for another time. What Diedrich did say is pastors sleep with each other's women all the time. And so the thing that she says that first ladies or pastors are asking her help for is not far off, guys. Oh my God. I couldn't believe. But that's not all of it. She said more.
So my mom was in the church and still doing spells for people in the church. What? Yes. And so was my grandmother and my great-grandmother. Yes.
How the hell that work? In the South?
Oh, baby. What people don't even notice is that witchcraft is literally in the church. It's in the church. The rituals they do is witchcraft. They just like to call it a different word. They'll say it's a ceremony, or they'll say, you know, we've been doing this, you know, for this amount of time. It's still witchcraft, babe.
Then Tasha K asked her another interesting question. She was like, listen, when I look at you, I'm sorry, but I am scared of this whole witch thing. And she was telling it, I'm extra nice to this girl because I don't want her to put a spell on me. And I was like, Tasha, you ain't never lied. As I'm doing this video, if God is for me, who could be against me? It's my mantra. But still, I was looking at this girl's face. And sometimes I was like, do I see a demon in her or not? You know, I'm just telling it like it is, guys. I was thinking that at one point. She asked Tasha K, why are you afraid of me? And Tasha K was like, I thought you was going to put a spell on me or whatever. Then she said, but everything is a spell. Aren't you afraid of the government? And she said something very interesting. Watch.
Making me scared of y'all.
So what the government is doing to you, you're not scared of them?
I guess I'm just one of those that just...
You don't think about it. They don't want you to think about it. So if you look at the dollar, first of all, it's a dead president on it. It's an ancestor.
Okay.
Off the rip, right? So when you look at the different pyramids and certain lines and how they print their money, it's all a spell. It's all a ritual, right? So every time you touch money, even psychologically, when you're thinking about money, it is all outlined to you. Subliminal, everything. Everything you watch is subliminal when you think about it. Your music is subliminal. You know, the 808s, all the beats, everything. They are 100% controlling us. Yes. So if you know that you're being controlled, now you can't be controlled anymore. But if you don't know, they can continue to control you. And that's what's happening to everyone. That's why you get a certain feeling when you listen to certain music. It's frequencies.
So let me ask you guys, do you agree with that, what she said? Or don't you agree with that? Like, is everything a spell? Because she is talking about higher frequencies, what your intake is, and some of the things she says is spiritual. And what I found very interesting, when Tasha K asked her, okay, but when you help some people with certain things, does it always work?
Somebody does harm to you, they violated you, whatever the case may be. When you do a return to sender, you're sending whatever negative energy they sent to you back to them without it affecting you. The problem with doing hexes, when people are doing hexes on people, is unless you know what you're doing. Now, there's some people, if you're a high priestess like me and you know what you're doing, it's not going to come back on you. But if you don't know what you're doing and you dibble and dabbling, it can come back on you. Or if you're going against somebody that's heavily protected, yeah, you will learn the hard way.
I am this type of Christian. Like, I feel like Buddhism, Christianity, Muslim, you got to do what you think is best for you. We're entering the end of time. I'm going to hold on to God. Don't be afraid to educate yourself on topics like this too. My opinion is, if you are covered by the blood of Jesus, you cannot touch me. Now, I hear people already say, but Deb, you did a prayer before you start. Just to make sure. Calm down. So Tasha K said, well, what do you have here? She brought some products.
So these are part of my candles. So that candle's Jupiter Jove. So it's a servitor. So servitor.
It's pretty as fuck.
Thank you.
Did you make this?
I did.
Okay.
We make all of our products.
That's pretty.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so what does this do?
That one's for money, new business ventures. A lot of people have gotten houses from that.
Okay.
The lawsuit settlement, a lot of people got that from Jupiter Jove.
I wonder if a girl burnt the candle in my name.
I don't know.
$4 million.
They never told me. Usually they give names though, and your name wasn't there, so. If I do see it, I'm like, girl, so-and-so want to do this on you.
So, what's this?
So that one is lucid dreams.
Okay.
So you know what lucid dreaming is, right?
Yeah, like REM sleep?
Well, you get REM sleep, but then you can go through the dimensions and the portals to another place to see somebody or see something and change the aspect of it. Because at the end of the day, we are in one dimension, but the universe is multidimensional. So you can go through another dimension as yourself to do something you wouldn't do in this one. Lucid dreaming does that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, you got to see the reviews on that. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I always tell everyone.
So how do you apply it?
That's just a body oil. So a lot of my body products, I conjure into it so that you can use it every day. You're not even thinking about the fact that you're conjuring. So it's an easy way to really, get this energy. Because a lot of people can't get the candle. They can't light the candle. So I made spiritual products too.
Okay, and then what is the spiritual cleanse?
So that one is purchased more than anything on my site. So
Are these bugs in here?
No.
What is
Why
this?
would I get somebody bugs?
I don't know. I was like, what?
But then she talked about the products, but she never talked about the prices. Now leave it up to Debs. I was like, let me go on the website. You see those prices? Hundreds, root work. We're talking about capitalism, because this is what she said about the mega churches.
Those mega churches?
It's a bank?
It's a bank. It's a business. It has a tax ID. It's a business. That's all it's about.
Okay.
The pastors are pimps.
But girl, aren't you kind of doing the same thing? This is what she charged celebrities.
A lot of the reality stars are into it. A lot of them come to me. They pay. And my biggest, of all time, are NBA stars because they pay.
Really?
And they fly me out to do it in person. They don't even want me to do it at my house. Yeah, come to me.
They want to see you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, big bucks.
What's the most you ever got for somebody?
In total from one person?
Yeah.
About 100K. Yeah,
okay.
100K.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reasonable.
It's not all because of my gift. You pay me for my time. Listen to this.
Okay, so
how does that work?
I charge for my gift, but I charge for my time. And it takes time to do this work. You want the results, right? I'm gonna pay for my time.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not charging for my gift. My gift is free. I do this for free. But my time is not free.
What absolutely tickled me is when she said to Tasha K, listen, I already covered you. Tasha K was like, cover me with what, girl?
I did your protection energy.
How you do that?
I'm not gonna tell you how I did it, but I did it. I protect you. It's angelic, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
I did it the last time too, and I did money work for you. Remember that candle that I bought for you?
Yeah.
Remember you were like, oh, what's this for? And I was like, it's for money and also case, all that. Yeah, I did your conjure.
Chelsea stole that candle.
Somebody else stole her candle. I know. She went to get that candle that same night. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about that? That she did the whole covering of Tasha K and the money and what before she came there. Tasha K is a Buddhist. So I already feel that I'm protected. Now you protecting me with all this thing. And I didn't ask. So once I was looking at the products, I was like, let me go and just look at the reviews. Not because I want to buy something myself. Calm down. But because I just want to see. So I went to Reddit and I was like, let me see if I see something. Satin Says. I typed. Now I looked. And these reviews tickled me as well. Let me pull it up for you guys because you guys do not believe me. You will crack up. Now this is what the people said. I had both the block breaker and obsession candles. Neither worked. Hundreds of dollars you spend on the candle. In fact, the block breaker caught on fire when it almost finished. Oh my God, I don't know why I think it's me. This is not funny. Thought I was gonna burn the house down. They are pretty candles. No, they were pretty. You saw it. But not worth the cost. Then here another one. Oh no, girl. At first I was thinking it was just me because all I kept seeing are these amazing reviews on her Instagram and website. But now I realize a lot of people haven't seen results. I've done different root work and whatever she says and still nothing. And this root work, guys, is the one that's priced the highest. Look at another one. Those results are fake. Where are the real results? All of her stuff is expensive and a lie. I was trying to find reviews on a website. She said there were hundreds of them. I couldn't find them. I was thinking about doing her root work, but now I'm glad I didn't. It was such a disappointment. I was like, all right, girl. But you know, people that are usually happy with products, they are less likely to put a review. The complainers come first. So maybe this is not accurate, but I was like, And then when I went on the website, it says no refunds. So that kind of, I was like, But then again, if she makes something custom for you, how you want to refund it. So I was like, okay, this is her thing. So there's a lot of people that believe in this. I always was kind of made afraid or scared against this whole Santeria. For us, it's very demonic. Does it exist? Yes. Now, Tasha K asked her, do you believe in God? This is what she said.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Okay. You serve God?
Not in the Christian sense.
I get that. Okay.
But I do know that God is a higher power spiritual being. I do not believe it's a person. I don't believe God is a person.
Yeah, no, God is not. God is all. Is all.
All encompassing. Yeah. The highest spiritual power.
But what really surprised me is what she said about the church and what they asked for.
I have a client that is, an escort in Atlanta for a whole lot of preachers. He was showing me pictures and stuff. I said, oh Lord, this is too much.
So this is really like a different type of world.
Nowadays, there are so many people with mental health problems trying to cling on to something. People that did not find God yet, or, not everybody is into God. But once you don't have that, they start to cling in and sometimes do the wrong thing. Now, if you ask me, Deb, then what is the wrong thing? I'm not going to say. But if you ask me, is her thing the wrong thing? For me, yes. Do I know it exists? Looking at my culture? Of course. Do I feel like I need to practice them? Why? Because if I believe in God and He is the Most High, she said it herself. Who else do I need? Because if you're serving the Most High, your prayers, you're saved, you're doing everything. And I have to hire her in order to get my husband or to get his side chick away from her. What are we doing here? Let's listen what she says again about this whole side chick thing.
Oh, my husband's cheating and I want to hex him and hex, the bitch that he cheating with. And then we go from there. That's very common.
Very common.
Very common.
You heard it. So you mean to tell me, if I didn't have this potion, he might not be with me now. I don't want it. I don't know about you. What do you think, guys? Put it in the comments. Do you want it like that? Or do you want it the natural way? If this man stays clinging with every piece of woman in the church, or it's a woman that's not of God and she has multiple men, do you want a candle or a potion to take that away? Or you just gonna cast them to the side? Does it wear off? Because I was trying to look for a clip like that, but I couldn't find anything. So I cannot find if it wears off, because what if it wears off? You have to buy again. That's why she's so rich. Then Tasha K asked her, what do you think about what it is you do? And then she said the following.
So even when people say, negative things, oh, it's demonic, it's this and that, I know my power, I know my truth. So no one can deny all the help that I've given so many people and all the changes that I made in their life. It's all about the transformation. Like, I love seeing someone that came to me and they're just not doing good, like, at all. And then I do the conjure and like, I literally see them blossom. Like, that's what I'm for. Like, that's what I live for. That's what my gift is for. So when I hear people say, negative things, I'm like, you don't know me. That's what it is. You don't know me. And you can't do what I do. Sometimes they're just jealous. They're just jealous because they're like, what is it that she does that I can't do? The gift is for me.
So what do you think, guys? Do you think this is unethical? Or do you think it's no different to what these pastors do in these mega churches? Is this a way of selling hope, identity to people in crisis? Is this a scam to you? Maybe you think all religion is like a scam. I know a lot of people think that way. Let me know. Is she a healer or a hustler? I don't know. But if I would know, would I say it here? For her to look at this video and no, I'm covered. Do I think she's a hustler? I think she has hustler tendencies. I think she has gifts. Why not? If she said it, I believe it. But I guess what I want to say, guys, is be careful. Be careful who you cling on to. A lot of people in churches, they believe in God, but they also do these things next to them believing in God, which I always felt very weird, because then I feel like, what is the worth of you believing totally and solely in God and praising God all day and saying that He is the utmost high? Why do you need this? But she said it. They did spells for people in church. That's why you have these false prophets and people praying over you. You don't even know what they pray. Stop that too. Let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you for spending your time with your girl. We see each other in the next video. Hit that notification bell, hit subscribe, hit like, because you want to be notified. See you in the next video. God bless.